Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for game number 1 between Nap and Makros. We are on Twin Beaches. We have Nap, or let's start with Makros. Makros as the dag. On the other side, we have Mr. Nap as the
on the field and ready for your orders.
Brits. What are we expecting? What are we hoping for, my dear friend Daniel?
Well, I think we're hoping for a long one, and these guys are relatively close on the ladder. I haven't played against Makros in ones, but I would say these guys are pretty close in skill level. I'd give a slight edge to Makros probably. So I think we're in for some good games here. In terms of what we're expecting, I think we're going to see people fighting over these fuels like they always do. And this is a really good DAC map. I think it's one of the harder Brit maps to play, just because it's not, you can't just set up in the middle. You know, Brits do well when they can sit in one place, kind of like Wehrmacht. But it's pretty tough to play both sides here, and it does feel like the player that wins is the player that moves around more and does play both sides. So we'll see how Nub chooses to play it here.
Well, I think in the early game, Brits definitely have the advantage with the Humber. Not the Humber, with the Dingo. Deck is kind of forced to pull up around to avoid the damage spikes or the damage from the Humber. Dingo. Meanwhile, in the mid game, I would favor Dark if they can weather the storm against the Dingo.
I think that's fair. Really lucky early pens here for Makros. He's going to be happy about that. The first volley, I think almost every shot.
Look at the bike volleys. Yeah, it's a lot of damage there.
Wow. This is one of those things, man. I mean, luckily he's just going to repair right away. Oh, pretty aggressive from the bike. Don't know that that's the best call.
Bike never dies.
Oh. And he's letting the RE's gap close on him. This feels like a mistake here. He got really lucky, and he's not. I think it let him get over eager. He's going to take a lot of damage on these PGs that I don't think he should have taken.
He should retreat.
A new infantry section.
Yeah, he's going to soft retreat, and it's going to cost him a lot of time, a lot of manpower, and a lot of HP. Yeah, where's he at this point? I know he's kiting them into his other PGs, but yeah, he should not have pushed it like that.
Actually,
play
not
from Nub. I like
as...
that he stayed to get more damage. I'd trade a model to take health off the PGs. I think that was really good.
Yeah, health damage, especially against Dag, is way worse than against the other factions. Because Dag kinda don't want to build a seal truck. You want to wait till you can get your 250 call in. So...
Getting a third PG. I love seeing these kind of builds with all the PGs. They're definitely, it's funny, like I almost feel like in some ways they're riskier than the low PG builds. Because the potential for disaster is higher. If you have a bad fight, it's very costly. But
Nup is really greedy there.
yeah, taking a lot of damage. He's going to decap the fuel on the bottom side of the map, so see what the bike does. Yeah, going to come respond.
I think 3 PGs is more of about a question about religion, like if you're 2 PG religion or 3 PG religion. Because I still think 3 is worth it. You have more pressure, map pressure. Maybe against Brits it's more dangerous, but against USF you can get away with it with 6-man, with VSL anti-weapon upgrade.
Yeah, it's just expensive and it slows your tech a little bit. On this map where there's so much to cap on both sides all the time, I think that favors 3PG a little more. You have to be really... I think what it comes down to is you have to be conservative with how you micro them. You know, if you keep them in green cover, if you make sure you're backing them off before you lose models, then it's not as costly, right? But it's very easy to...
yeah, you can lose a lot of manpower.
Yeah.
Because without CA and in the early game, they're so bad.
Yeah. And the weapon upgrades take a while to come out. They're expensive. You know, we have vanilla PGs fighting sections that already have the scope, so it does make things tough.
However, we have a veterancy 1 bike.
Yeah, gonna get away. Once again, though, so far feels like Makros mostly getting the better end of these engagements. Nub overstaying here could lose this section, but probably won't.
Target switch. Not a big fan how Makros is pushing the limits on the bike.
Yeah, I mean, if he gets away with it, he gets away with it, right? But it's one of those things. I keep talking about the size of this map, but the bike is so important. to allow you to maintain map control.
Not only map control, it's your only CA option. At Veterans, you won't trace around in those infantry engagements.
Very true.
Like last game, I said if Bike dies before the 15-minute mark, deck tends to lose. Obviously, it's a little bit of over the top, but early Bike losses can kill Dark. And
man, great play there from Makros. I just love seeing the as soon as the RE goes past him, he starts chasing it, getting maximum accuracy as it runs by. Really, I mean, simple stuff there, but just good fundamentals. I love seeing that.
Humber on the way and Flak on the way. Overall, good map control by Makros. Nice mine also. And no tracer rounds kicks in.
Ready for reconnaissance. Additional detachments of engineers are making
Humber's
their
gonna
way
have to
the
do
front line.
a lot. But with Flak plus PJ, man, this kind of feels like it could be the beginning of the end already for Nub. His tempo is gone. His KDA is bad now, so he's very behind in manpower, and I don't think this Humber's going to be able to do much. I think if he's not careful, he's going to lose it to the Flak plus PJ combo.
Yeah.
Needs
Did he lose it?
needs some other AT. What's that?
Did Nub lose an infantry section in addition to
No, he went to
energy?
RE2 section,
Okay.
and then the Dingo, which is like, I know I kind of like going 3 Tommy in this map still, but yeah, if you get the second RE and you get the Dingo, it's hard to. Well, if you get that third section out, you are delaying your tech. So he chose to just go straight for the Humber.
I don't know, man. My Code 2 brain tells me to get 3 mainline infantry squads before attacking.
I think actually it's okay to add a third section now. You know, like I don't know that I would have got another RE. Like he replaced the lost RE. I think I would have just gotten the third section instead. And then what he really needs now is an AT gun. And this is part of why Aussies are so amazing, is that it's just a little bit cheaper to get that AT gun in. And against this kind of build from Dak where you have the Flak plus PJ and a 250, the Humber is useless without AT backing it up. He is building it now, so once that comes out, he might be able to take some map control back. But until then,
I don't like the
desperately
position.
trying to get his cutoff.
I don't like how Makros is fighting this engagement. He's only fighting for the cutoff, which he's not even getting. He has gained control of the ammo side, but it's not cutting that much. Meanwhile, the beach, the 1 VP and 1 fuel is still under firm control of Nub and not even getting harassed, which gives Nub time to recover.
Yeah, losing the bike is hurting him a lot because he could be harassing the sides a lot more. He could bait the Humber into chasing the bike. Yeah, I agree. I think he had an opportunity here to position a little bit more aggressively and really take map control. And he's letting Nub stay in this game.
So
Truck out
I hate this truck map.
if you leave it in your base. You know, if it's near the front line because it's protected instead of being diveable in the base, right? Like right now, the Humber could go drive around the side and kill the
Yeah, fair enough.
mid truck. So I think having it on the front line is such a game changer in terms of the tempo it gives you for being able to soft retreat into it. So maybe someday people will start doing that. I guess.
I hate this mechanic. Every form of forward reinforcement in the game should not exist, but I'm just scarred by it, so take my opinion with a grain of salt. With a grain of salt.
400% increased reinforced time. So honestly, on 1v1 maps, sometimes it's better to just run back to your base. It takes too long. Uh-oh, PJ's in some danger. Yeah, gets out. Really glad to see that. Don't want to risk losing any models if you don't have to. And the 250 was 100% dead, so. Makros showing that he has the micro for Dak. No doubt about that. I guess that's why they call him Makros, right?
I always thought it's because of his real life name, because it's Makros, but it's apparently not.
Oh.
So, I was...
Humber at 10 HP does get away. Are we going to lose another RE?
Nope. Because he's not chasing with his palms.
Taking damage.
Yeah, not quite getting what he wanted there, but he is on the cutoff finally. You know, he's low on
We have territory.
Muni, though. Probably makes sense to just bank for the next LMG.
I like the positioning of the flag, so he can hide behind the building if he has AT threat.
Yeah. He could actually attack ground if he wanted from there.
Like, no, he did. I think that was an attack on ground through the hedgerow or through the wall.
Anti-tank weapon and crew on the field. You have command points available.
Yeah,
But he should harass the
slow
VP.
enough. Yeah.
Even
Like, I think Nub has the tools here to break out, but he's not being patient. He needs to, like, move the sections into green cover at max range, like, let the AT gun do some damage to the flak failing, and then you push in. But he's just kind of going in, and it's making it take a lot longer for him to get back out of his base. But he does finally do it. This was never going to last forever.
But the Makros are fully off the field, full retreat. He has VCL. Does he have the smoke? Yes, so he's basically living the deck dream. VCL, smoke, and tier 4 on the way.
Yeah, he's pretty close to the P3. There are 2 AT guns, so I think I'd actually have preferred to see him stay longer in tier 5. I think a stubby stug here would be really good. I think the P3, he's going to have a hard time making it work. But people kind of can't help themselves.
I still think
Only one
P3 is
tier, and then you have to go to
garbage.
your tank building.
I still think playing tier 1, tier 2 is the way to do it. Especially if you pick Panzerjäger command.
And especially against Brits. The stubby stug to me is just superior to the P3 in terms of what it gives you against a build like this where it's AT guns, right? That's your threat to your vehicles. So the stubby stug is just better at killing them.
You also have access to the recon tractor, so some semi-decent indirect fire with map pack.
Yeah. Is the League an option on a map like this? I haven't used it since they reverted some of the nerfs to it. Do you think it's buildable now?
Oh, it's hard it's really expensive. Is it still like 320 manpower or something like that?
325 to call it in, yeah.
So it's really expensive, and I feel like mortar HTs are more worth it. They have higher mobility.
Yeah. Although,
They have
yeah.
So they are obviously they're more under risk because they're closer to the front line, but they're basically immune to counter barrage because even the mortar tries to counter barrage them, you should never lose them to that.
Yeah, maybe the play here is call in the pack, get an MHT.
So
Because I do think you want indirect to like sort of pressure the AT guns. Of course, you can't think about it. You know, if you do need an indirect package, it is 325 manpower and 75 muni for a League plus an MHT, basically.
yeah. Obviously, mortar HTs have a relatively high upfront cost,
Yeah.
but well, that's the deck problem. Everything is expensive. It's not like that your tools are bad; they're just expensive. So you have a hard time getting them on the field. I wouldn't be
I
surprised.
actually don't
if
hate Nub's position anymore.
No, double AT gun, decent infantry main line.
Yeah, he got infantry training, so Nath can breathe easy and his sections can be more effective. And now he's doing what I talked about, which is he's finally gotten to a point where his sections are just all in green cover, fighting at max range with the AT guns behind him. This is the play pattern you want to see when you're playing this style of Brits.
P3's on the way.
And it's pretty. This is where, again, if you don't have indirect as DAC, you just slowly lose against this.
Yeah,
especially once like the
push.
Brens start coming in.
And that's the thing, because you have such a bad melee infantry squad as deck, you can get easily slow pushed by support weapons.
One MHT turns the tide here, though, or one League, because the Tommies do just want to sit there. So
Makros is not getting the leak though. I think he's not a big fan of that. Can't remember the last time I saw him getting one when we played 2v2 together.
Territory is out of supply.
Yeah, P3
And we
coming
play a
out.
lot of 2v2 together. P3's on the field, it has. The smoke upgrade only, no HP upgrade.
Yeah. Now I'd like to see Makros pressure the base. You know your opponent's just got AT guns. You should be pretty confident that there isn't a tank yet. Can always go in from the beach side and just make him move the AT guns around. Gives the Flak Valley more room to work.
Yeah, I think
He's coming up for Nub though.
should abuse the more mobility there for Makros army there. Makros should abuse his mobility. AT guns are so immobile. He
See
should
that
hold
shot
the
from
whole...
the P3? Rare P3W.
Yeah, and this will be the last decent shot of the P3 in the whole tournament.
Yeah, could
I'm
be.
sorry, I'm a P3 hater.
They're good once you get all the upgrades, but that's the issue. Is they're balanced around the fact that they can cap and
We have
smoke
command points available
and
for
be
you.
really fast. Yeah, I agree with Jibber here though. The fact that he hasn't been capping this bot VP or this bot fuel is a problem. Like, there's no the VPs should not be this close with the control that Makros had for the first 10 or 15 minutes of the game. Like, he should have had a triple cap, and there should be VP pressure on Nub right now, but there isn't. So it's going to allow him to get a vehicle out. And, oh, he canceled the Crusader.
We have a Churchill on the way.
Churchill, okay. Dude, these are really hard to deal with as DAC. You basically have to have the Tiger or the 88.
You have AT Overwatch,
and he's very
though.
far. Oh, that's true. Yeah, he does have AT Overwatch, you're right. That'll help for sure. And he has Crew Shock Tactics, so you can combo those and...
But Nub decides to
delete stuff.
cancel.
The beggars are threatening a munitions
He's
point.
getting double Crusader AA.
We're losing a victory point to enemy action.
That's interesting, I would say.
Territory sector.
Yeah, I don't
Commander.
agree with that at all. He's seen the P3, so he knows there's a mobile vehicle that he needs to deal, mobile armor he needs to deal with. The Crusader AAs are good. If there was AT guns, I would understand this, because these are pretty good against AT guns. They beat them frontally.
Crusader
given that
anti-air is ready
He
for
just
use.
needs to deal with some infantry and the P3.
They are nuts against
Our
infantry,
victory
man.
point is being overrun.
Yeah. 1-1 would also make sense, like getting the Crusader AA and then getting the Churchill afterwards. But I don't know why he's spamming them.
Victory
One
point
Crusader
is in
AA
enemy
is no
hands.
Crusader AA. Changed my mind.
I mean, it does really good infantry DPS. I don't know why you need to.
So you make
For them to
even
be
more
effective.
anti-infantry DPS. I don't know, Co-3 feels always like the game of pairs. You don't get one Stewards, you get two Stewards. Well, Brits feel like the game of pairs, baby, that's the way. You always get two of one kind.
A Crusader AA tank is fueled up
Nice
and
skin,
ready.
by the way.
Yeah, it is nice. All this means now is that if he doesn't, if the AT guns can't keep up with the AA Crusaders, he loses the armor battle.
Our supply line's broken. We have
Second
sectors
P3's on the
isolated
field.
out there.
See if Makros can take advantage of that. He is following the Crusaders around with the
Quad
6-pounder,
will die.
so far so
We have
good.
a stockpile of command points ready.
One Crusader AA will go down, but Quad gets picked off as well. P4, P3 might go down, no. But the other P4 comes around.
Same.
That might be
This is what I was talking about.
Grenades are being distributed to the men.
Butterfly bombs coming
Butterfly
down
is
as well.
coming down. P3 is doing not enough damage, but AT gun is still... Marcus
Yeah, that was a
bit
Crusader.
timid.
That was a Crusader. Both those AT guns would be dead.
No, shoot at the mines while they sweep. So you detonate them.
Commander,
he's trying.
rifle sections have been granted.
They get
grenades
sweep
as
really
requested.
fast. Holy smokes.
Oh,
I think Makros was a little bit too timid there. He should have went all in there. Just Nub has snares. Yes.
yeah, he didn't have
does.
enough infantry was the problem. And if he had stayed with the P3, I think it gets snared and I think it dies.
I'm not sure. The second P3 would have come in and then we would have cleaned house there. Nub has not enough ammo to kill both P3s with just snares.
Yeah, double AT gun, Crusader A. Yeah, I gotta defend Makros' choice here. I think discretion the better part of valor in this instance. The first P3 was very low.
We withdraw and refit, and now the Churchill is on the way.
I think he realized his mistake. Yeah, it's gonna be that Makros basically has to get tungsten or some other AT.
Sector overrun. The enemy has it.
He
Yeah,
lost.
just shoot it down with the AA.
Which
If you
AA
had the flak filling, actually, you could shoot it down, but
Yeah.
with the flak filling down, it might be kind of
Sector
hard.
command post is under fire.
Well, if he banks up for 200 ammo, he can do the wombo combo of
Racked and ready.
the snare shot and anti-tank overwatch. Shock through tactics. But as I know Makros, he will never bank up ammo and just throw a billion nades and
We're
then
losing a victory point.
and then he has ability that he never uses. And I will roast him
it's-
the whole game because of the other
Yeah, some
games
people
we
not
had.
willing to like not throw snares when they can or
Yeah.
grenades. They just have to. If there's a unit near them that they can throw a grenade at, they're gonna do it.
Supplies aren't making it back to HQ. Lines cut.
But yeah, the way that Nub is microing these AT guns, the butterfly bombs do have some potential to cause a lot of problems if he can get the sweepers off the map. Because one butterfly bomb on these stacked AT guns, they can't move. Dive could be pretty well.
Triple AT gun.
Yeah. Yeah, I think again this is where people need to remember on Twin Beaches that like, and the player who's guns and like 2-speed vehicles can't catch you.
Anti-tank crews are on standby for orders.
I think Co-3 players still don't utilize mobility enough. I often see that against support weapons, instead of playing on the flanks, they start to decide to play on the middle into the meat grinder. Makros tried to heist the Panzer Grenadier, but with no avail.
A victory point is being overrun.
I do like that we've got P3s across the map here, so sort of taking advantage of his mobility. He's finally capping the spot VP. Better late than never. Will he go into the base with this P3? I hope he does.
Nah,
I hope
he's
it gives him
scared.
an idea about what the... no, see, some people act like you're not allowed to go into the base.
We're down to 300
People, the problem is,
Dexon would dive.
and directly also would dive.
territory.
The thing is, people are scared because of a mine
Yeah.
there, even though it's really uncommon to see base entrance mines, but they think like, oh, I will get there and then they die. And oftentimes that's true, but in this situation, he had full vision on the flank, he had full vision on his back, so nothing that could go wrong.
We have territories exposed out there. Lines be cut.
The only upgrades Makros has, Chad, is VSL and...
Here we go! No crew shock tactics though! What is he doing?
no. Oops.
Imagine he would have waited like 10 seconds to 50 ammo and then have done it.
Yeah, crew shock on the PJ. The PJ has camo. It seems like it'd be pretty easy to just sneak it up and crew shock. Instead, he just throws a P3 and 150 ammo away.
The beggars are threatening a victory point.
Whoops.
That's why martyrs with
We're
armored
losing a victory
P3s
point
don't feel
to
that
enemy
great with
action.
crew shock tactics.
Yeah. Yeah, did he try? Did he try to do it on the
No,
P3
I think
maybe
he
and just
tried to
didn't?
use the tear gas from the...
Oh. Well, don't, I wonder, don't AT rifles... I wonder if they like, do they technically always pen for the purposes of crew shock tactics because they do that chip damage?
I think the deflection has an effect there.
Yeah, so PJ seems like guaranteed crew shock, and so you just use that.
A sector is in enemy control.
Yeah, but I think the Tony Montana was pointing that out in chat, that you have to pen for crew shock tactics, but I think the deflection of the AT rifles should be enough.
Yeah, if it does damage, my takeaway, my assumption would be if it does damage,
Yeah.
then it's gonna count it, but who knows? It's hard to predict how the code works in this game sometimes.
There's so many weird things going on in Co. And inconsistencies. Yeah, by the way, Makros could upgrade to Shrek. He has thingy.
Well, he could have if he didn't spend 150 ammo on an anti-tank Overwatch that killed his own P3.
We're down to 250 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm Nub, I'm feeling pretty good right now. My opponent's really not making me run around the map too much. And I've got a second Churchill and 3 AT guns, so he's pretty much set up to win this game. Makros has got to use his mobility.
Yeah, he got an AT gun
and put some pressure on Nub.
Had no penetrations. But
yeah, I don't think AT gun's the way against the Churchills, man.
But web micro
enough.
from Makros picking it up with the 250 and then smoking to get away.
Love seeing that.
Yeah, the deck AT gun I think has the worst penetration from the standard AT guns. But I'm not sure.
Okay, Vet 2 PG and open cover just beating this infantry section so far.
VSL, Vet 3, VSL and MG upgrade.
Yeah.
P grades can
No
get
cover.
good.
Look at that. People say, who says the PG is a crappy infantry unit?
And now imagine if they would have espionage the second weapon.
Yeah.
It just takes forever
Pick up
to
there.
get into this position.
Oh my god!
The church is just disrespected.
It's gone! It's gone!
What? Look, hey! What is going on? Yeah, but P3 trying to do damage from behind, but did nothing.
Point is being overrun.
And must
This
have
looks like
started.
tournament nerves to me. Like, that didn't make any sense.
No.
He dove with one P3 and like didn't stay behind him.
Alright, deflection does not count for AT rifles. You have to penetrate.
Okay. Well, thank you for testing that.
So not just
Yeah,
yapping
GG,
around.
well played to Nubs.
Yeah.
Stayed in it.
Alright.
It does feel like a bit of a missed opportunity to close there from Makros. I think if he had been more aggressive, been more willing to just cap the map up, I think that game looks very different. But credit to Nub. He did what he had to do to stay in it. He stayed calm. He built the units he needed to build eventually and took that game.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back with game number 2 in a second. I hope you're ready and hyped because I think we have an amazing game number 2 on our way, so see you in a sec. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for game number 2 between Makros and Nub. We have Makros as the USF. On the other side, we have Mr. Nub
Pioneers standing
as
by.
the Wehrmacht. Meanwhile, what are we expecting, my dear friend Daniel? What are we hoping for?
Weapon teams shall receive ambush training.
Okay, so expecting these scouts to be super annoying all across the map and for them to kite these poor pios. Hoping to see some demo charges because we've got Weasel, so we could see SSF, which means we could see demos. What I don't want to see is all that muni spent on loiters, which is what you can do is play top side of this map. There's a ton of ammo on this map, and once you start loitering, there's this chain effect where you just keep map control and you have more and more muni and more loiters, and it can be pretty tough to get back onto the map if you don't have some kind of AA.
Yeah, Nub going for Terror. He lost this battle group.
Yeah, I really think Triple Pio. I mean, Triple Pio on Twin Beaches is, you know, a classic OG build. But I think Triple Pio is really good on every map. So, not surprised to see it here. These Grens really want to block this fuel capture. They're not going to do it.
Close.
So, big win there for Makros.
I think on Twin Beaches you can go for Ketten. It's such a large map. You can run around on the flanks and cap everything.
Yeah, I think both options are valid. Like, I think Ketten, like the DAC PG, not as bad as people say, but requires very specific play and strategy around it.
MG-42 and crew available.
I mean, for example, if it was the Ketten on the south fuel, it would just have to leave, right, against the Weasel. But these piles can stay because they can retreat, so...
Yeah, but you wouldn't have sent the Ketten there in the first place. You would have kept 16 pointers because it takes forever, so you don't drain your combat power, capping them with a Pioneer or with a Gren. And then later on you can harass the fuel on the other side.
Yeah, this is probably... Well, no, now there's Jebel and Vineyards, but... This is one of the best maps in the pool for the Ketten. Top 3 for sure.
But I can, and I think now with these changes to how vision works on capture points, the Ketten upgrade is actually not that bad.
That's a good point. Yeah, I mean, it has value now. Finally.
Yeah.
Oh.
Weasel gets the
Not
flank.
staying in camo here, so yeah, pretty free flank here from the Weasel, and that's huge. I actually really don't like that he tried to play aggressive with this MG. He could have just kept it in camo on the fuel, but in his haste to proc first strike and do some giga damage, he has lost map control now. It's gonna hurt a lot.
Enemy forces have claimed our territory.
8 pointer getting
Might be able to
decapped.
force the scout off. That would be nice.
Oh, that might be a wipe. Oh, Pioneer not taking any prisoners, man.
Wow, unlucky. Oh, he gets it! Wow, from max range.
But no, the Pioneer gets wet on retreat.
Our
Yeah.
pioneers are dead.
That's not the worst trade. The piles are cheaper. It was a Vet 1 scout. So, I'm okay with that trade.
Yeah.
Territory sector lost.
But the DPS spike, that was some insane DPS.
Yeah. Half track first. Don't see this too often. Tier 3 here for
We have been cut off.
Nub with his terror battle group.
I think we will see no more half tracks. Since Panzer Grenadiers are more in favor now against USF.
Strike fear into
I
our
think
enemy.
we see more half tracks in the long run.
Stumble, very good. People have kind of forgotten about it, but
Remember how
Still
it
very
dominated the meta with its white phosphor shot?
oh, I do.
Nope, Pioneers don't get points by capturing or decapturing. They get points though by sweeping mines,
The enemy
150
has taken the victory
XP.
point.
so even more incentive to get the sweeper.
Yeah, I like that change a lot.
To be honest, the Wehrmacht Pioneer needed that the most from all, because with the sweeper you only have 2 combat models. You will never reach
Yeah.
any veteran C with them.
Well, you can't put the super away, to be fair.
Yeah, but still 3 models in the late game.
Yeah, it's hard to get vet on the piles. I mean, it's hard to get vet on any engineer, but they're definitely the hardest of all the factions. Okay, Stummel is here, just in time to help fight over this cutoff. And Makros going tier
The
3.
Grenadier have been deployed to the front.
So I
Nice
think
hit
we'll
on
see
the
an
Weasel.
M8.
I think
Yeah.
Weasel will be
Camera
dead
Control of a sector.
now. Or not.
Reverse caster curse here. It is going to get out.
MG in the pickle though.
Trouble.
Which is
Oh, he should have
dead.
kept. That other rifle should have came and supported. He could.
Now the rifleman is dead.
Yeah, could be. Stumbled not that great at shooting stuff on the move. Wow, that was a good shot though. He needs to manually target this probably.
Yeah, he's attack on grounding.
Oh, he
Here we
gets
go.
it. Well done from Nub. That looked like it might have been an attack round.
A machine gun has been destroyed.
But MG gets decrewed, but not stolen. P-grades come to the rescue.
Yeah, the rifle just instant retreating. I think you could have at least forced a grenade from Nub there on the MG, but didn't want to risk it, I guess.
Both armies are really small and brittle currently. NAP only has 3 combat units, if you count the MG at the Stummel. Meanwhile, Makros is the same with a Greyhound. So
Yeah, it's kind of funny for such a big map where you really need camping. Both players opting for like minimum units.
well, Nub lost 2 pioneers.
True. Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true. Okay. This PG is in serious danger. The Stummel can blinding shot, but all that does is disable the weapon, so he's gonna keep chasing you.
Go double Greyhounds.
Very unlucky, by the way. 3 shots, 3 misses from the Greyhound. The first 2 were against green cover, so okay. But last full miss just in the open feels bad.
Makros taking the snare, draining a little bit of ammo.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I've yapped about this many times, but if you're not in danger and if you have repairs, it's good to bait out the snare because it's a waste of ammo for your opponent. But he has no engineer on the... Oh, no, there it is. Okay, just came out, so he can repair this. It does cost you a little bit of tempo, but I think it's worth denying the munitions.
Commandant, territory sector lost.
Contempt for the Weak unlocked here for Makros.
I know I sound like a broken record. I already said that earlier in the day, but Terror with Panzer Grenadiers is just stacking those fire rate buffs on them.
Right, because people will when you're using PGs, you're going to be within range 18, so
Yeah.
you're going to proc Contempt for the Weak. Interesting to see someone not just go straight down to the KT though. It will seriously delay the KT if he continues, but maybe he'll just get that first option on the left-hand tree.
I don't think we are going to see the V1. I would love to see the V1. Oh, Ground is in a pickle, but should get away. Oh, yeah.
Stummel probably could have blinding shot for the kill there. Wait, does it do damage? I can't remember. I know the two.
It does damage. It would have
damage.
killed it. It would have killed it.
Yeah, so it would have killed it. Yeah, probably needed to start following up there a little sooner. Yeah, you know, Weasel could really drop. Mortar would be nice. MG would be kind of nice now that there's multiple PGs going to be on the field soon.
By the way,
The Weasel weapon drop is so good. 75 munitions for a unit is incredible.
Weasel went for the extra resource capping, so we have 11 from the fuel and 19 ammo from the ammo point.
Panzer Grenadier Squad standing by.
Can't be mad
That's
about
good.
that. 13 ammo over here.
Yeah, that's really good. Okay, so actually he did drop a 30 cal, I think. Nice. But unlike the Jeep, you can get
command points available.
the weapon drop while still camping stuff for extra resources. It's heal or
Yeah.
munition bonus.
Weasel is dead.
I don't know what is. Oh, well, there we go. I can't check the name of that ability now because
Caster's Curse.
The enemy has claimed our sector.
I'm not sure what Makros gameplay is for the late game. Unless you're playing like Weasel Doctrine just for the Weasel, it obviously is common, even though I'm not a huge fan of that. But then you often play the late game because you're kind of clueless what to do.
Field medics will be deployed.
yeah. Well, the nice thing is since uh-oh, gonna get baited over a mine here. Where's the pack? This M8's in big trouble.
Gets the
But might get a
Stummel.
trade. Yeah, and actually there's no vision here.
Oh, he should
So
hold fire.
might even get away. It's a pretty big win here for Makros. Signal layer, thank you. Oh, but what I was going to say is, first of all, I think Whizbang pretty good late game option. Rifles scale okay, not great, but okay. With ISC they scale better, and then you can access 76 Shermans now from Tank Depot. So I think no matter your BG, you have a late game now as US because 76 Sherman spam is pretty good against everything.
Fair enough.
And you back that up with the loiter, and you're looking pretty good.
I think against the KT dog, I would go for the bug target loiter.
True. He does have captain, so I don't disagree with you. But he hopefully
Can
he
you
just doesn't
double
pick,
bug
mortar
target?
barrage. Doesn't hurt. Yeah.
Because if you can double bug target, this would be great. Probably not. But I would be surprised if that's possible.
stack. I think it's the same debuff though. So I don't think, I'm not positive. I don't think they stack.
You can double mark target works according to chat.
Okay.
5 command points available.
Well, that would be pretty good then, yeah. Big grenade should kill that 30 cal.
Here we go, no contempt for the weak, but he retreats. Scout chasing off the AT gun. Makros not doing too shabby there, really nice engagement.
HQ shall be receiving medics.
Makros actually built a mortar, probably regretting he didn't drop it from the Weasel before it died. But he's gonna point blank, minimum range, fight this MG.
Placement, it's slightly cheaper.
Yeah, this is one of the tougher maps to make that work just because it's so big, but these guys seem content to mostly fight in the middle of the map, so Mortar Pit would be fine in that case.
Bastards have secured our territory from us. Infantry shall hold our territory at all cost.
I'm just thinking how Makros can deal with the KT in the late game. KT is packs a punch if you don't have the proper setup to deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, hopefully he goes for, he's got a ton of, he's got a ton of fuel. So as long as he maintains map control, it'll be pretty easy to get up to Hellcats or Sherman 76s. I hope we see Shermans. Get 2 Shermans, get the upgun.
And then
that plus Captain Mark target.
Have claimed our territory.
Yeah, only one AT gun and only one snap platform.
Yeah, Tech Depot is coming up.
Big push.
It's interesting to see players. Yeah.
Here we go.
P-47
Still
loading,
planes. No mark target planes. I like how people always panic retreat when they see the skill plane, even though they don't do that much damage.
Yeah. Yeah, in this instance, I think it was an okay retreat. I don't think he can stay there. Better to just avoid taking damage and wait. But yeah, the problem is with plus 59 muni income for Makros. We're less than 3 minutes from the loiter being available again. So by the time Nub can get everything together and get back on the field, he's not going to be that far off eating another loiter. So this is kind of what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, that famous deadlock from loiter. It's not as bad as it used to be, but still.
No, I think it's okay. You can, you can't avoid it. And like you said, I do think people sometimes just insta-retreat when you can look at what it's targeting and decide, like, can I leave this on the map to absorb a strafe or 2 and then retreat it? You can kind of cycle out the units that get targeted slowly rather than just mass retreating, because it only has it's only one target at a time.
Yeah, you have to spread your unit though, so you don't get AoE'd. Greyhound has to run shit beyond hold fire. Never mind.
Yeah, Miss Micro there. Don't know if it would have got out with hold fire, but definitely should have tried.
He tried to smoke it off though, but smoke was not fast enough.
And now there's a big window here for this P4. There's no vehicle building for Makros, so we're
still have 250
significant ways away from there being something on the map, and it's just one AT gun. And he has no nades, but obviously Nub doesn't know that.
By the way, Nub having an amazing VP control. VP bleed will be stopped. Well, he's 200 VPs ahead.
Oh no, it sounded like you cut out there for a sec. I wasn't sure what was amazing.
The VP control.
Yeah, it's looking really good. 462. You love to see that.
Use hold fire when you're retreating because units they shoot and hit reveal themselves to the enemy. And units rarely have the same vision range as their fire range. So if they see you, they can fire at you, but... So if you hold fire, they can't see you, therefore they can't return fire. It's more useful against AT gun because they have like the biggest difference between vision and fire range. But on other units it's also useful, especially if you have a faster reverse that the enemy can chase you. And then like 1 or 2 meters make a huge difference.
killing this Browning is a big win if he can do it.
I don't think he will be able to
Doesn't
pull it
have
off.
bars. Doesn't have bars. Doesn't have a lot of vet on the rifles yet, so the PGs are a big threat, and the 30 cal is the answer to them. So that's a big pickup there for Nub.
We have
The
lost
engineers too,
control of the
maybe.
victory point.
Yeah, that contempt for the weak stacking with the PG bits, pretty terrifying sight to behold. As these rifles know.
Oh, P4 hits! Those are interesting.
Yeah, interesting is a word you could use to describe it. Don't really agree with that. It is better against the pack, I guess. You know, it's better front armor. It's a little beefier, but there's a P4 on the map, so
Enemies down
it
to
sort of has the
200
same problem that
points.
the Crusader AA does, where it's not as good at being independent. And on a big map like Twin Beaches, you kind of want that.
Well, he will get the AT gun.
Our
P4
AT
could chase up.
destroyed.
AT gun should move up. Could there, that would be a huge pick.
Propaganda bombs shall send the enemy cowering.
Oh, he should have smoked the gun.
Yeah.
P4
Under enemy
itself.
control.
I don't think he's going to get away with this. Oh,
Oh!
smoke drop, though, from the scout.
It was obviously
that's actually
100%
pretty
intended.
Yeah, this is a big win, though, because now he's got a second AT gun, so that means he can focus on just building more tanks, and he's got a good answer now to the P4 with the pack plus the 6-pounder, so... I thought Makros was in trouble after he lost that that rifle and that engineer, but I think he's back in it now with the pack pickup.
He's not that far from a Sherman.
Enemy forces have captured a victory
Nap is
point.
still far away from the KT call-in, but Makros need to do something about the VP bleed.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing about, I was going to say about the VP control from Nub, is it's so nice when you're playing one of these big heavy tank call-in faction BGs, is the VP control, I feel like, matters even more, because you need that cushion where if you're waiting for your big call-in,
Sector lost.
for your final power spike, you want to be able to potentially have to give, you can give up some space to your opponent. Doesn't look like he's going to have to do that this game. He's actually thinking about building other stuff. Canceled the Brumbar to get a pack. Canceled the pack.
To get the
The
P4.
enemy
get a
have taken
P4.
our territory.
No, he cancels the P4 to
Brumbar
get
was good,
something
man.
else. I think Brumbar would have been
I think
amazing.
Brumbar- Yeah, because what he can do then is he can find the AT guns with the Brumbar, flank them with the P4, and then now what do you do? Do you turn to face the P4 so that the Brumbar can kill you? I think you're screwed. Which is another reason, by the way, why I think that the Dozer was a mistake, and Shermans are better anti-dive. But he does have a regular Sherman now. Really curious to see if he decides to just
All points
upgun
should
it.
be assigned when possible, Commandant.
Well, against elite infantry, your bar riflemen are basically no global fire snare platforms, so the Dozer is not that bad against the infantry. I understand the choice. Maybe I would have done it the other way around, get the Sherman first and then the 105.
Much safer, yeah.
Would have been the safer, but since...
Control of the sector.
Papers!
Man,
Danger
Sherman's driving
papers!
this P4.
Danger papers!
We have lost the Panther.
P4 goes down, and no the ATLs are retreating.
Oh, the propaganda.
Danger papers.
Yeah, great play there. I think this is a pretty good trade for Makros, to be honest.
Unless
I
he
trade
decides
for
to
my
throw his
tanks
105
for-
Sherman.
Yeah, it's funny how fast those AT guns
The
move.
enemy is stealing our
I
But
guess
they
it would
have
be
to-
too good of an ability otherwise, because you'd be able to kill them as they like slowly retreat. But pretty funny. They're having a hard time finishing their retreat too.
Yeah, they have to touch the building.
Uh-oh. Yeah, this Dozer's in trouble. Went way too deep with no support.
We have lost
Should be fine
I
now.
might say, oh my god!
Gets the Gren.
Poor Grenadier.
For example, now hold fire, so you... Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
My
Luckily,
heart
he's at
stopped.
189 HP, so
He would have survived that.
I guess he could have gotten a rear hit from the front, but otherwise he was always going to be able to one more. Man, these guys making this game very interesting. I think Makros still in the lead here, but it's a close game. The VP's probably really giving it over to Nub here. He's not that far now from the KT either. About 1.5 CPs.
Our
New Sherman on the way.
exposed. We must re-establish a connection.
To be fair though, KT's only really scary if he has backup. So trading off the Shermans against the P4s is not that bad.
Yeah, it's true. You want a lower unit count game against Terror, for sure. Definitely favors you.
Because once the KT's on the field, there won't be many tanks to follow up afterwards.
Right. Yeah, another good point. I'm excited to see the KT come out. It's definitely going to come out. Now that Makros is taking some map control back, he should hopefully be able to secure this top VP at least part of the time. The problem, actually, not having the 30 cal, it means that it's really up to his tanks to fight these PGs. The rifles are not going to cut that. So, and now there's a Stas too, so rifles even less usable without backup.
Like I said, riflemen are just now a snare platform. Their job is to snare if someone tries to dive. One of 5 Shaman is ready again. Nup's arm is
this
not
PG's in some trouble.
looking that healthy.
But not a very good leading shot there from the Dozer. Not leading at all, really.
It's interesting. In Code 2 we used on the Brumba hold fire, so we only attack on grounded with it. At least that was the most optimal way. It never...
I can always spot Code 2 players when I see that on the Brumbar and the 105 Sherman.
I don't do that anymore, because I think on the Code 3 Brumba you don't have to do it, but maybe on the 105 Sherman?
I think it's still... Like, those tanks are okay at tracking, but against faster targets or retreating units, I do think it's correct.
Well, you didn't do it because of the
that's running
tracking, because it was how it targeted it. I think it targeted the most outside model of the squad, so you wouldn't do that much damage if you would auto fire in Code 2.
Yeah, definitely not as much of an issue here. But here we go, Makros taking control of the center firmly here. KT very, very close to being out. Just needs one or two more shots from something.
Bastards have
They'll have the
secured our
CPs.
territory from us.
KT will hit like a brick. Sherman P4 survived. No upgun. No Hellcat. Double AT gun, but KT is known to
Needs to
smoke AT guns.
He needs to spread them out. That's what he's gonna have to do. Where they are now, they both hit the front armor, right? If you spread them out, like, you know, half a screen, 3/4 of a screen apart, one of them can always hit the side armor.
MG getting a beat down.
The venerable King Tiger is standing by for... The enemy has cut us off. We have territory out of supply.
KT available, just needs a few more trickles of manpower. Okay, another Sherman coming, so it looks like we will see the upgun after 2, which is, I think, usually optimal.
Makros has amazing map control, so upgun shouldn't be be delayed too much.
Territory sector lost.
Yeah, should be easily grabbed as his very next thing. What's he's got? What is it, 40? I
King
think?
Tiger deployed.
Yeah, 40 fuel. Big boys on the field. I love the model, even though it feels a little bit small. I don't know if you ever stand it next to a KT, but this thing is monstrous.
Yeah, no, I have not, unfortunately. Someday. Oh, I like the focus sight being used from Makros here. That's cool to see. Kind of underused. It is going to allow him to get a really early shot off on this P4 too. Might end up being the death of the P4.
Oh, P4 might go down. Here we go.
So focus sight, baby.
My favorite Wedge 21 of the AT gun, but no, the Sherman has to run.
AT AT guns not spread out enough, they're gonna just bounce off this front armor repeatedly, probably.
But I think it's enough to scare off the KT for now. Oh no. 4 shots bounced so far. He has APDS, APFDSS, right, with the AT guns? The USF one?
Yeah, and he's got plenty of muni. Oh, no, he doesn't. I was looking at Nub. He's got some muni. All right, where's that upgun, man?
Upgun the Sherman.
Sector lost.
Do it.
It makes them way better against infantry, too, so...
It's a straight up better Sherman. Like, you don't have any downsides.
Yeah. It's probably always the
enemy
best
has taken a
way to
victory
spend your
point.
resources once you have 2 Shermans on the field. Uh-oh. It's happening. He wasn't maybe quite ready enough for this KT, but it has almost no backup.
We do not
There isn't even a pack on the field, so...
We must counterattack.
Actually, there's no way for Makros to know this, but he could just dive and circle strafe this KT if he wanted to. I don't think it can track the Shermans well enough. But no way to know that, so he's playing it safe, and he's going to take some damage in the meantime.
But Stone Pick 40 is doing God's work.
Yeah, KT down to 500 HP, so... Gonna need to back off.
Third Sherman on the way, so maybe slightly later upgun.
Yeah, don't love that. I think should have just got it now, but that's fine. I'm sure he'll get it after this one. Surely he'll get the upgun.
Wow. The problem with Makros is that I learned recently, or I always knew, but I recently learned it even harder, is that he sometimes, or he doesn't know all the abilities that were at Code 3. So I'm scared that he's not aware how good the upgrade is.
Oh. I mean, it's relatively new. I guess it's possible. Does he read patch notes? He could just not know it exists.
Yeah, IPDS, not APFDS. Sorry about my poor...
Oh yeah, can't make World War II history mistakes in
Nah.
these Code 3 streams. Just someone will correct you. Dane's gonna come out of the woodwork and tell you exactly
Sector
how
lost.
wrong you are about the doctrinal usage of each Wehrmacht vehicle.
Oh, I think I would beat him there.
The enemy remains
I'm
on board.
willing
We
to
are down
take this
300
fight.
points.
Okay. Maybe maybe instead of running a tournament next, I'll run a World War II trivia tournament.
I was thinking about in the future to host the trivia event about like World War II
dual
stuff, but also about the game itself, the game history.
You can't host. You have to be a participant.
We could rotate the Quizmaster in different installments.
Second pack coming out now for the Panther, to back up the KT rather. I think that's the right choice. He doesn't have any fuel, so P4 not really an option quite yet. Yeah, he needs to be ready for this dive. Yeah, Makros not going for the upgun. Maybe he played Co-1, and you know, in Co-1 it hurts your anti-infantry performance. So
he did not play. He started.
Okay, so no excuse.
No excuse
for not clicking this upgrade.
It's just not being aware of it, or not knowing how strong it is.
Yeah, if he
that you
doesn't
had
get
to.
it. If he doesn't get it and he just keeps spamming Shermans like this, I think Nub's in a pretty good position here if he can just get one more VP back. I would actually be tempted with... Well, he still has 287 VPs. I was going to talk about going to the beach, but I think he's okay. I think he can be patient here and just play for the middle. These Pyos. That was close.
AT gun gets destroyed.
Oh, the captain! That's a big loss. That's his marked target.
He has to rebuild captain then.
100% has to rebuild captain, yeah.
Infanterie Company taking damage.
Makros, please get the upgrade.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to.
Alarm.
He would have got it by now.
You would have got it by now.
You know what, though? His opponent's in base. Maybe he'll take some time, check out some of the other buttons in the tank. Maybe he'll find it in this game.
These board to click starts to click buttons. You know, the first
Maybe
thing I
one of his
did
friends
was
will
the
cheat
patch. The first thing I do
DM
after I read the patch notes and something stands out to me, I test it
Victory
right
point is under
away.
control.
Yeah. We've had 3 on this dozer. 28 infantry kills. Pretty impressive.
Right call, apparently. We have a long game on our hands. Nap has no resource, but he has the KT with double AT gun backline. Makros has nothing to kill the KT, just to scare it off from time to time.
Yeah. Okay, he's going Hellcat.
It's not the
So-
wrong call, but one Hellcat.
If in a world where you don't know that the upgun exists, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, he's diving though. I like this. This is the correct thing to do against the KT. You don't just sit there and
He gets
fight
the
it, but-
wipe on something. He smokes off the AT guns. Nap is trying
This
to
is
attack,
what- oh,
but KT attack on
one
ground.
shot. This dive not going that well. He's not like full committing. He's not sending the other Sherman around. Micro failing him a bit here for Makros. So far,
To be
just
fair,
down a bunch of manpower.
if you don't get the upgun on the Sherman, it's okay. Lose them and replace them with Hellcats.
It's true. He needs something that can pen the KT. So
Because otherwise, the Shermans
I
are
think
just.
the reality is though is that like in terms of Hellcat versus 76 Sherman, if you're killing the KT, you're behind it at point blank. So at that point, it does have 300 side armor. So 80 rear, so you basically have to get rear armor shots to pin it reliably.
Well,
Blank.
Makros has technically
Should be
the
possible.
tools to outmaneuver the AT guns. If he's really
Yeah,
committing
on
to
this
that,
map,
he should easily get it
Yeah.
done.
this is one of the easiest maps to flank somebody on with vehicles because there's all these shot blockers. It's like really the map's designed to let you drive vehicles around your opponent camping on his +5 munitions.
Like this, AT guns are in a shitty position. KT could get a beat down there.
Dude, KT's low. Like, where are the Shermans?
AT gun gets decrewed. Sherman now going skill plates is
loiter.
on the way. Is Makros closing the game?
Do not let it fall
This
into
is
enemy
scary
hands.
here for Nub, man. I'd be sweating. Not knowing where the enemy vehicles are. You know what, though? He's dropping this loiter, but he's not in a... all his tanks are low. He's not ready to dive. I think,
I would have sent
might
in
have
the
been off saving this
Hellcat.
when he was ready.
Greed would have killed me.
Man, if he had had the upgrade, the upgun, I think this KT is
He
just
would have been
dead.
dead.
Yeah. But they're doing us a favor here. They're giving us a longer game.
HQ is under attack.
That's nice of
We
them.
must clear them out.
I can also tell you another secret about Makros. He hates Twin Beaches.
Oh, okay.
Because he always
That's
says, I
unfortunate.
can't close games on this map. Only one Pioneer to repair the KT. It will take forever.
Yeah, he should build another one, I want to say.
And
Or two.
Makros should recapture the Pack 4 team. Probably the best tool to penetrate the KT.
Yeah. Okay, second Hellcat.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Yeah.
Makros needs more repair power also. Triple A Hellcat and go all in. Try to isolate
Yeah, I mean, the
KT.
KT's still pretty low. He can use the Sherman to smoke out. So this is again where like it frustrates me to no end to see people stack their AT guns like this. The way that Neb has his AT guns, one smoke canister round from the Sherman smokes them both off.
Makros
they're
could go
just
for the
useless.
flame shot or the bunker buster on the 105 Sherman,
True,
depending
yeah.
on which you choose there, and kill the AT guns while they're smoked off. Obviously, easier said than done. Micro tax is high, especially in a 36-minute long game where you have a lot of units to micro.
Yeah, he's getting advanced logistics before he gets the upgun. I will say I'm really happy to see double sweeper engineer. I think he's got the right idea. Whereas now building a P4, which is great against anti-dive, but man, the play pattern with the KT is you drive in, it takes good trades for you, you back out and repair. With one pile, that play pattern is pretty slow.
Nice bike hit from the
Yeah.
mortar. In Code 2, this SWAT would have been dead.
And so he's on the beach now. which means he can hold 2 VPs, but it's even easier to flank you.
Infantry
So,
company taking
Nub is so
His position with his AT guns is-
overextended, man. Like,
It's awful.
he's like, whole flank is open from both sides.
Reporting in.
AKT
Yeah,
has
look at the
nowhere
packs.
to run.
Pioneer infantry killed.
He's put his packs in such a way that he's basically completely flankable.
Pioneers are reporting for duty.
Like that none of his
Makros.
vehicles.
Make something happen.
Dude, just go kill the base. Like he could just go clear all the buildings and he'd force the KT to move up here.
Now AT gonna... No, he's still... Yeah, congratulations. Wasted loiter, panic loiter for no reason.
He's just opting into fighting Nub on the beach here. I don't think he has to do that. Although he should win. This is like Nub's position here is so bad.
It's awful. I don't get it. Why? Imagine Makros splits up 2 tanks to attack from his VP, and then with the Hellcats from the other side. Nub would collapse on the spot,
Secured the advantage.
and Makros decides to go in piecemeal.
This is crazy positioning.
V1. Oh no, Makros! Makros!
Wait, brace. We have territory cut off from supply.
Cats, cover your eyes.
Is it on the Hellcats?
Yes, it is.
Hellcats? Oh my god! Dude, Nub could live here. He does not deserve to with the way that he positioned his units. The one grenade clearing both packs, but both players trying to out-throw each other. Oh my god, he threw everything away.
Our anti-tank guns has been
Nub was
spotted.
in like the worst position he could have chose, and Makros just
Throat.
ran into him. Wow. That's pretty funny. Both players with nothing left, but this Vet 3 KT might be able to get out. Hellcat's being built. Can the KT get off the beach in time?
There's no repair squad.
You know what Nub needs to do is he needs to take this PG and recrew these packs. I don't
Yeah.
know where he thinks he's going with that PG, but it should be going nowhere but these packs right now. He needs support for this KT.
Pioneers standing by.
Anyway, I'll say this. It's very difficult, especially for players with less tournament experience, to play your best when you know people are watching, when it's been a really long game. It's hard, so I sympathize, but I'm still going to
Reporting for
make fun
duty.
of it a little bit, because...
This micro, that was really poor micro. He was.
Just go, just
Look,
die,
he's
dude.
max raging the KT.
Yeah, please go in.
Go
Please circle straight
in.
to this KT. Go! Why is he so afraid? What's he doing? Go!
He sees both AT guns at the recruit.
He thinks it's a Jackson. This is so weird. Just go, dude. I'm gonna
Makros
lose
has
my
a
fucking
stroke.
mind. Oh my god, he got it!
But he lost the rifleman for no reason.
Oh my
Our
god.
Königskrieger has been slain.
Now I was probably wondering why he bothered building a
V1
replacement
rocket
P4
primed and
now.
ready for launch.
P4 was not able to kill the 105 Sherman.
Ben. Well, where are we at now? Is Makros in? I don't know who's ahead now. VP's favoring Nub still. He does have better infantry,
Report.
but he's got a worse
The enemy is down to 75
vehicle
points.
army.
Technical
The enemy
difficulties?
has claimed our sector.
No, everything
It's okay on
works.
my end.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, who's ahead now? This feels really close.
Makros could
like a
get the
pack recruit
dude
for Nub.
Sherman. Yeah, not destroying the AT,
Yeah.
not trying to deny the AT guns. He could have walked up with the MG.
Yeah. Oh, P4's gonna go down here though, probably. Hellcat can just chase.
No,
He's
he
not
won't
going
go
to,
in.
is he? Yeah.
Makros really doesn't know the matchups there.
King Tiger is waiting deployment.
Yeah. Definitely feels that way. Yeah, I'm favoring Nub here. He's got both AT guns
Yes,
back, and he's
insane
reinforcing
infantry.
them, so yeah, he's still got 2 Vet 3 PGs and almost Vet 3, I assume, at this point, Stas. So yeah, the lack of infantry is really going to hurt Makros. Losing that rifle to the KT was like not the play.
No.
That said, Makros doing a good job for now holding on to the 2 VPs, so keeping himself in this game. He is building another Sherman.
Yeah, mortar capping though. Always a bad sign. AT guns.
Oh, this Hellcat's in trouble.
Hellcat is dead. He stands still, gets no double volleyed, and is dead.
Yeah.
Makros.
GG.
Why is he giving up?
The day is yours.
GG.
Man, that's a heartbreaker for Makros. He was in such a good position. Nub on the beach there. I was
Such
sure
a
was in
mispositioning,
trouble.
man. He was so overextended. He should have been dead.
Yeah.
And Makros should have
Yeah,
lost
the way he
nothing.
stacked his packs, that one grenade clearing both packs, I was like, oh, okay, he's screwed. But he just refused to get on the side of the.
He was standing max
Not willing
range
to
with
fully commit.
Hellcats and then lost everything to the one.
And if he had just killed those packs that or stolen them, he knew they were on the beach there. This is something else I rant about constantly on my stream. Stealing a AT gun or any weapon team is a 2-unit differential, right? You have a unit that your opponent doesn't have. So that's basically, we can say it's a 4-unit differential, him leaving those 2 AT guns on the beach. And that's why he lost the Hellcat. I think he wasn't still in the game was winnable. And if he had taken those AT guns, I think he's in the lead potentially. Because now he's got 2 AT guns plus multiple vehicles, including the 105 Sherman.
Even destroying
But
them is
instead-
already worth it because AT guns are so expensive.
Yeah.
It's 280 for the Wehrmacht AT gun, right?
Yep.
So it's insane.
Yeah, pretty brutal.
I don't get
But well played to Nub. Moves on to the next round.
We want to thank our website patrons. This is by far the best way to support MetaPlays. Your contribution helps keep the project sustainable and allows us to produce more and better content. If you aren't yet a patron, check out our link in the description and get in touch to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.